Hello, everyone, and welcome back to House Guys. And I've got a question for you. Do you like chocolate? Do you like flan? Do you like Valentine's? That beautiful holiday that's filled with chocolate, disaster, and disappointment? No? Oh, well, that's too bad. Because that's what this is about. The Valentine's Day event is here. Yes, I recognize it's June. It's in the middle of the year. The devs are following the same release schedule as JP. They're following actually pretty closely. Some stuff we've gotten a week early. Some stuff we got like a week later. But ultimately, they're pretty much on track. So again, I'm your host, Norgoz, and thank you for joining us today. Lots of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about the raid. We're going to talk about some vision cards. I'm going to start with the vision cards. I'm going to move on to the raid. Then we're going to talk about the story release and the login campaign. That is the order in which I'm going to do this. So if there's something specific you want, there's the heads up. But there's a reason I would advise you not to skip. There's a reason I'm reading the cards first and the raid second. There's a lot of information with the raid. Let's start with the cards right now, however. Again, if you guys like this kind of content, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, come back and see us again. Really appreciate it. If you're feeling really froggy, hit that bell icon to get notified when we release new content. Secrets of the Heart is our first vision card. This is a great vision card, guys. The other one, not so much that I'm about to, but this one is a great vision card. And I'm going to tell you why. Here are the stats. Level 99 is going to add 10 Earth attack. So that means this is going to be great for a Katone because she's Earth Elemental based. So it's going to add 10% to the damage formula whenever she does an Earth based attack. Great stuff. You have attack 168, so a lot of really high attack. And then party ability plus 35% luck. Now, what is luck? Luck is the stat on your units that adds to both accuracy and evasion. I'm not going to get into the formula too much, just because I know it might confuse some people. But essentially, your luck directly adds to your accuracy and your evasion. So this adding to your luck is going to add to both your evasion and your accuracy. So if you're wanting to do an evasion build in PvP, this is a great card for you. If you're looking to do an anti evasion build, this is going to be a great card for you because it also affects your accuracy. And it's a party ability, so your entire party gets evasion and accuracy. Really good card for that. You can stack this with a Shiva card, which gives you 20 evasion. And this is going to get, between the two of them, your party's going to have a ton of evasion between the luck up and the evasion up. Of course, the higher base luck you have, the more luck you're going to get from the percentage bonus. So some units are going to benefit more than others, but essentially overall, it is a fantastic card for those reasons. The next card we're going to go over here is going to be, I'm not really a huge fan of this one, the Admirer's Rivalry. I'm just going to briefly go over and tell you that it boosts Earth Eaters, so it's going to be an anti-Earth element card, and it's in the selfish category. And it does add reduce the dexterity down. I call it selfish because it's basically, it's the self buff. 20 Earth Killer, so it adds 20% damage against Earth Elemental units. And you're going to lose 10% dexterity in the process. So your dexterity is going to affect your accuracy and your critical hit rate, not your critical damage, your critical hit rate. So your chance to crit. So it's going to be a bit of a trade-off in PvE. It's not going to probably not going to matter that much in PvP. However, that could be the difference between hitting someone and not, depending on who you're going up against and how high their evasion is. The party ability, I'm not too excited about. I don't foresee this being a huge benefit, at least not right now. Defense, debuff resistance plus 30. So basically, anytime somebody tries to debuff your defense, it's going to have this is going to lower their chances of doing that. So it could be beneficial in PvP. I don't foresee it being very beneficial in PvE content. Maybe until Deep Dungeon or the Tower, maybe even then. Maybe it's up in the air. So moving right along here, the next thing is the Alexandrite ring. Now this is mainly for accuracy. Now I'm going to tell you, this is a great ring. It rolls vital, critical, or aim. And I'm going to show you, before I even show you the stats of the ring, I'm going to show you the effect. When you level up this craft and you get it from +0 to +1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you can get up to 20 accuracy at +5. That is a huge bonus of accuracy. Now, it has a default, just without adding anything, without plussing anything, you have elemental resistance up to +5 when you get that maxed out. So that is pretty freaking nice. That's basically gonna, add, a roughly 5% damage reduction for any ability that has an element to it. So that's pretty nice there. That's pretty good. Now you can roll vital or critical or aim on this. I'm going to show you the stats now. I'm not even going to talk about vital. It's worthless. Vital is completely worthless. It's not even worth your time. Critical is going to give you 10 accuracy and 15 to critical. That's some of the highest critical you're going to find on an item. That said, the main reason I think a lot of people are going to have this is going to be for the accuracy. Now, while critical gives you 182 HP and aim gives you about 159, 160, you're not here for the HP. You're here for the accuracy and or the crit. This is going to give you 20 accuracy if you go for the aim. Let me pull this back up. So on aim, it's going to give you 20 accuracy. So it's a difference of 10 accuracy. And it's going to really depend on what you're using for your other items, depending on what you're going to prioritize. I think both are really good rolls. If you just get one, you're not going to level them up. You're not going to plus them, whatever. Either of these are going to be really solid for you. Both are going to be really good rolls, critical or aim. And if you get vital, you might just want to break it. You might just want to break it and reroll because vital's worthless. It's completely worthless on this item. So you get 3 crit from this as opposed to 15 crit on the critical roll. But again, if you plus 5 this item, which takes 63 recipes and a whole lot of heartache, then less so now with the crafting select type system, which is great when you're combining them together. But it's basically just the difference between 10 accuracy and 20 accuracy on these. That's pretty much the difference. So if you have critical on something else and you just want to get the accuracy on it, great. If you don't have the crit, but you want a little bit of accuracy and crit, it's got you covered there. So really good item in that regard. And it's going to be coming from the raid, which leads me to the raid. Now, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the raid. So stick with me through this. There's a lot of valuable information. I'm going to share everything I know. We're going to talk about how you spawn the raid because you don't just click. I meant to tell you that in the beginning. I'm sorry. You don't just click, okay? You don't just click the event like you do everything else. That's not how raids work. It is a multi-quest as well, and I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about that. We're also going to talk about how there's kind of the strategy behind it and how that all works out. So first of all, I'm going to pull up the multi-quest section, and we're going to go over this together. So up until this point, when you did a multi-quest, you took your fighter, and you took one favorite fighter of all your 3 buddies, or 3 randoms. And you went in and you cleared content. That's how it worked. And you never used any of these other 3 units that you have set up in the multi-quest party formation. Now you're going to be able to do that with raids. With raids, you have multiple options. First, how do you spawn the raid? In order to spawn the raid, it's RNG. It is going to work just like Chocobo Fever. It's going to work just like the Whimsy Shop. In terms of spawning. So you're going through, you're farming your normal stuff, and it'll pop up. And once it pops up, it'll be up for about 6 hours. You can go into the raid, and once you defeat it, it'll level up. But backing up for a second, with that, when you go in, you can go in with your full party, solo. You can have your 4 people if you want to. If you want to go with a friend, you can duo it up with 2 and 2. 2 of your units, 2 of their units, or you can go with a full multi-party of 4 different people with their own individual units. And I believe from what I understand, the rewards are actually directly affected if you're doing solo versus multi. So probably lean more towards the multi-function when you're doing this. But you do have the option of actually pulling people in from your friend list, which is fantastic. But that's going to be harder to coordinate. So that's one of the good things is that you can invite randoms, as we normally do, or you can invite people from your friend list. Now, if you have people outside of the game that you can coordinate this however you do that and say, hey, and then you can invite them. Otherwise, you're not going to, you might not know for sure when they're going to be online if they're people you just added from the web. So that said, good stuff there. So the strategy, what are you going to do in terms of strategy? Well, it is a earth-based element monster, and it is going to be an aquatic-based monster, and it's going to have, at max level, in the early levels, it's not going to matter. It's not really going to matter all that much. It is going to be, trying to multitask here, I'm terrible at it. You've got, as you level it up, you're going to notice that it's going to get a lot higher HP. You're going to want to start doing chains on it because it's Earth Elemental. You're going to want to bring some Wind Elemental units if you have that option. You're also going to need to have somebody that has a 4 range, 2 height ability because there's going to be a gap. There's going to be like a chasm between you and the boss. If you want to get an initial hit on him, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have some little slime ads that are going to be nearby that are gonna you can pretty much one shot. They're weak. They're not gonna hurt you too much. You can probably ignore them if you really wanted to. They're not like cactars where some people I know got upset about that because it's like 1,000 needles I'm dead or 10,000 needles I'm dead or whatever. It's that's not them. They're probably not. They're relatively safe from what I understand. That said, aquatic killer works good against them. Earth killer is going to work against them. Wind units are going to work well against them. But again, like I said, you want to have the 4 range, 2 height abilities to get a jump on them. Otherwise, you're just going to have to walk around, and when you guys get within range, you can start hitting them. You have at max level, he's going to be somewhere around 150,000 HP, which is a lot. So that's where I say you're going to need to get your chains in there. So you're going to want to have people that have some of the similar elements, some of the similar attack types, like slashing, missile, etc. You're going to want to make sure that you're chaining these up with the weapon types and or the elemental types so that you can help chew away at this guy's HP, because it may seem like a lot, but once you start getting chains in there, then it's going to help magnify your damage by a substantial amount. To give you an idea, I think I did a 3 or 5 chain or something on Odin with my Orlando, and just the base attack was somewhere around 3,500 or something, and then it doubled it at somewhere around there. It was going to do about close to 7,000 damage on, I guess it was the 5th chain or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. Just to give you guys an idea, it's a very substantial modifier. So once you start doing the chains, it's going to be a very substantial modifier. I know early on in the game, it doesn't seem like much when we're low level. It didn't seem like much to me, but it does add up pretty quickly. So things to keep in mind with the raid. That's how it functions. There is a login bonus for this. Now there is going to be raid orbs that work just like dual orbs do in the arena, and this is going to give you a way of getting some potions that'll re-up your raid. So you can fail it, and it'll take away your orb. But as I understand it, when you go back in, it keeps its HP. So if you fail, you can go back in and try again. That said, you might have to do that on the higher level ones. But definitely bring some friends if you can and coordinate together. Use the kick function if you have to, in case there's somebody that's joining in that just has no business being there, completely, underleveled or whatever. So you get about 2,500 vision ore, as we've been, known to see with these login bonuses. Really good stuff. Gonna get some resmithing hammers too, which is really good. There's a guild gift campaign. Basically, if you're in a guild, you can earn triple the guild medals from gifting to other people. And if you're not already doing that in the guild, you should probably start doing that now. If you need a guild, I do have House Guys as a guild. We don't have enough to do guild battles right now. It's just myself and my alt account, literally. So in case it's something you guys are interested in, I think all of our statues are 2 or 3. 2. We're working on Serpent and Kieran. They're about halfway through. So would love to have some new people. Would love to see about doing guild battles. I would like to get a couple of whales, ideally, because we want to have some pretty high-end people for like defense and attack. But moving right along here, you can look that up online if you'd like to, or in the game if you'd like to. You've got purchase 60 plus vision ore once a day, and you're going to get some Yerma shards, and you're going to get a lot of Yerma shards. You get 5 Yerma shards every day, and on the last day you're going to get 20. I'm probably going to take advantage of the first couple days, get that rainbow sphere and a couple Yerma shards, because I think I'm at like 140 of 160. So this will knock off a good 5 days of hard quest farming for me, so almost a week. So that's really good. I'll get her LB4 soon, or a lot sooner with that. Really good stuff. The story quest is coming out, so that means that once this comes out, you get a little bit more story, but more so you get more materials, right? So we're probably going to see some kind of missions that's going to increase our materials, and maybe even some vision ore. I don't think we got a lot of vision ore the last time we got some more stories. So hopefully we'll get some more Vision Ore this time around. It's been a while since we got a lot. I think one of somewhere in Chapter 5 or when Chapter 6 first released, we got like 1,000 Vision Ore or something. I don't remember which bonus it was exactly, but it's been a while since we got a lot of Vision Ore from that. So hopefully we will. So I personally, I need a lot of it so I can unlock my Lucia's LB3 real quick. But yeah, I've tried to do this video. I've tried to make it as concise as I possibly could, while also giving you guys as much valuable information as possible. I hope I didn't overwhelm you guys with too much information. I've tried a few times to record it. I like to do everything in one take when I can, and ultimately, it's just been trying to cut out some of the excess information that you might not need. But guys, that's gonna just about do it for us. So if you like this, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, come back for more, hit the bell if you're feeling froggy, and let me know in the comments below. Are you guys excited for the chocolate flan? Are you gonna let your Valentine know, hey, we got some chocolate flan raid? It's the middle of the year. We're gonna celebrate Valentine's Day again, just cause. Or you gonna just eat the chocolate by yourself? I don't know. I could go for either or, I guess. But guys, thank you so much for the love. Really appreciate you being here, spending some time with me. I will see you guys in the next one.